Are you getting ready to plan out your year of 2024 as an event professional? Or maybe you're just looking to get started in events, or you're just looking for more professional development? Well, I'm an event producer based in Seattle, Washington, and I'm going to share my top 3 lessons that I learned both for events and as a business owner, as a freelancer in 2023 to better inform your year. Before we jump into it, I'm Logan Clements. I'm a freelance event producer based in Seattle, Washington, but I execute events here and all over the world. I do want to remind you to like, subscribe, turn on that little notification bell so you get notified every single Monday when I drop new videos. I also am the co-host of the Better Events podcast with fellow event pro Mary Davidson. We drop episodes every single Wednesday, and the podcast is a place where I kind of dive even more into some of the topics that I talk about here on YouTube. So if you like free content, you love podcasts, listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. So these 3 lessons I'm going to share with you are part of an annual process I kind of do to reflect back on 2023. Now, one of the parts of the things that makes it easier for me to do this in the end of the year is actually I do monthly reflections. I'm a big fan of the Passion Planner. I'll put my link below. It is an affiliate link, so you get a bonus and I get a bonus if you end up using it. But I love my Passion Planner. I'm obsessed with its features of just kind of making you reflect on your year systematically, like throughout the month. So every month there's a monthly reflection that asks about lessons you learned, how you're doing on your long-term goals, how did you feel about the month. It's just a great and intentional way for you to take time to strategize and think bigger when we're really busy doing the work. But anyway, I digress. So here are my 3 big ones that I really wanted to share with you guys here on YouTube. My first lesson learned from 2023 is that my ideal work schedule might be someone else's nightmare, and that's okay. And I say this as an event professional who does work with a number of different clients on a number of different kinds of events, everything from a 1-day event to a 6-week event. And so in the spring of 2023, I ended up traveling a lot. I was working on multiple events a week. I think I was home 1 day a week. And I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I missed my friends. I missed some of my social life, but I loved all the events I said yes to. I loved them, and I wouldn't have changed a thing about it. And I have a very great support system that supported me on that way where I was traveling so much. But it was just a realization that I would talk to people about my schedule, and I would have some folks be like, wow, I would hate that. And I was like, oh, should I be hating this? And I've taken time to reflect after, and I go, no, I actually loved it. It was a season thing. It wasn't all year round like that. It was seasonal, and I loved it. So know whatever work schedule for you that's working for you, that's okay. It's okay to not be doing the same thing as everybody else. Number 2 was a reflection that helps me with my business development and landing new projects and clients and just growing my business. But systematically reaching out to past clients and colleagues continues to help me build my business. And this is my mic drop moment of this video here, is that the right email sent at the right time can lead to real work. I'm going to say it one more time. The right email sent at the right time can lead to real work. So much of what we do with events is just being top of mind. It's networking, quote unquote, but it's not so much of you have to know all the right people. Sometimes it's just reaching out at the right time. And while you might be someone who say, Logan, my work speaks for itself, people will just think of me and reach out to me. Sure, they probably will, but then you're missing a lot of opportunities where they might have thought of you, but they just forgot about you or hadn't worked with you in a while. And I have multiple times this past year and the years prior that I know I've had people admit to me going, oh, once you reached out, that was great. I made a role for you. It wasn't a role they thought they needed. I reached out and they go, I need to have Logan on site. Let me make a role for her. So just make sure whatever that looks like to you. For me, again, shout out my Passion Planner. I do on a weekly basis. I have a people to reach out to section, and I put 3 to 4 names down. I've started making a bank of all the names of people that I've either worked with in the past and want to maintain relationships with, so that I can kind of go and jog my memory of oh, I haven't talked to that person in a couple months. Let me reach out. And this email doesn't have to be complicated. It can literally be checking in with them if they have the dates for their next event next year, or you had a podcast or read an article or saw a TV program that made you think of them. It can be big to small of just kind of, hey, checking in. Do you have time for a 20-minute virtual call just to catch up? Doesn't have to have any, real implications there, but it's an opportunity for you to connect that can lead to real work. And my last one here is for my business owners and also my contractors and freelancers. Late payment policies are fair and necessary. Something I talked a lot about on my podcast is I struggled with some cash flow in the start of 2023, and a lot of it was because of late payments from clients. Now, if you work for a larger organization or a company, you might be like, of course, Logan, we have that. It's in our contract. We enforce them. We're a business. Now, I have felt when you're an individual, sometimes you might not feel empowered to do this, but ever since I started instituting it, it has been so much easier to get payments, to rationalize why I have to charge a $75 late fee if someone is late on their 30-day invoice. If someone's late, I can't pay my rent late. Like this is the real world implications we have. And so for me, my workaround, because I thought implementing my late payment policy was a little like sneaky or something like that. So when I send my contracts, I use DocuSign. Before they even have to sign at the bottom, I do put an initial next to the late payment policy. So even if they don't read the whole document, it is a prompt where they have to stop and click to initial in my contract right next to that late payment policy. So I haven't had any pushback since I've started implementing it. I give an extra 5-day grace period often for clients I know, it's extenuating circumstances, but it has helped me moving forward with just knowing, here's my deadline. Please respect my deadline. Let's have this boundary. And it has been amazing. So highly encourage you to do that. And that brings me to the end of my 3 lessons learned. I had so many more, but these were the 3 big ones that I think could be a game changer for you as an event professional. Once again, I'm Logan Clements. I'm a freelance event producer based in Seattle, Washington. I drop new videos every single Monday about everything from lessons in events, event production, a lot of videos about Zoom and Zoom tips. So if you like, hit that follow button and I will see you in my next video. Bye.